fifth graders. So we are going to continue with our decimal operations. So the last couple of weeks we've been talking about multiplying decimals. This week we are going to start with dividing decimals. So we are on chapter 6, lesson 10, and let's start with the build it section. So it says find 3 6/10 divided by 3 using models. Number 1, the model shows 3 6/10 using 3 wholes and 6/10. Divide the blocks into 3 equal groups and then draw a model that represents the equal groups. So to draw my model, since I know I have to do 3 equal groups, I'm going to kind of section my drawing space into 3 spaces. So since I have 3 holes, I know that each section is going to get 1 hole. And then I have 6/10. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, so that means each section will get 2/10. So I have 3 sections with equal groups. So how many whole blocks are in each group? So in each group I have 1 whole block. How many tenths are in each group? I have 2/10 in each group. So that means that 3 6/10 divided by 3 is going to equal 1 2/10. And since multiplication is the inverse operation or the opposite of division, I can use multiplication to check my answer. So I'm going to multiply 1 2/10 times 3 to see what I get. So if I multiply 2 times 3, I get 6. And if I multiply 3 times 1, I get 3. So that shows me that 1 2/10 times 3 is 3 6/10, which is the number that I started with. So that means that my answer is correct. So let's move on to the next page. We'll do the try it together and then you'll have the rest of it to work on your own. So try it says 4 8/10 divided by 2 using models. The model shows 4 8/10 using 4 wholes and 8/10. Divide the blocks into 2 equal groups and draw a model to represent the equal groups. So again, I'm going to draw a line to separate my drawing space into 2 groups. So I have 4 wholes, which divided by 2 would give me 2 wholes in each group. And then I have 8/10. Divided by 2 will give me 4/10 in each group. So how many whole blocks are in each group? I have 2 in each. And how many tenths are in each group? I have 4 in each. So that tells me that 4 8/10 divided by 2 is 2 4/10. Again, I'm going to use multiplication to check my answer. So I'll put in my quotient, my answer, 2 4/10 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 8/10 and 4 8/10. So that means that my answer is correct. So you have the rest of the pages to work on your own. So for the practice it side, I do want you to try to draw out these models. Remember, you can draw a square to equal 1 whole. You can draw a line to equal 1/10. You shouldn't need them, but just in case, you can draw a dot to equal 1/100th. So if you have any questions or if you're not sure what to do, please let me know. I'm here to help you guys. All right, have a great rest of your day, fifth graders.